Hello.
Hello, hello. So, we are back again.
It's our second live and
Yeah.
first time I'm joining here as well.
Do you want to introduce yourself to the audience?
Yeah, so my name is Kristaps. I'm obviously Mega's husband and
Obviously.
second part of couple of expats basically, or the other half. Most of the time I'm working behind camera, but today Mega very nicely forced me to appear in front of camera as well, so that's why I'm here.
Well put. Very nicely convinced me to appear in front of camera. I don't think I could have said it better myself, other than the fact that I don't think it was just me. I think it's also by demand that you're here.
I know, I know. Some people have been asking, and some people have been wondering if I'm just like a fictional character, but I'm real and I'm here.
Yeah, so welcome here. By the way, we are a couple of expats, Mega and Kristaps. Our channel is mostly about life in Finland, but also about experiencing Finland from different cultures. I'm from India, he's from Latvia. And we have been making YouTube videos for a while, and now we are trying a new format that is YouTube Live.
Yes.
And the reason we're doing that is to get to know you a little bit better and for you to get to know us a little bit better. And to make the experience more,
Interactive, engaging.
yeah, exactly. That is well put. So, today we are talking about what we've been up to for the last week. And one of the most important things that happened during our last week is India Day 2025. Wouldn't you say?
Yes, so we were just in Helsinki. We came back yesterday. We went to Helsinki to be one of the few masters of ceremony for this wonderful, wonderful event called India Day. Um, it was a lot of work, months. I feel like it was months of preparation. So maybe you could explain a bit more the idea behind the event and how I was preparing for it first before we go deeper.
Yeah, absolutely. And feel free to ask us questions in the chat. Feel free to subscribe to our channel for more content about life in Finland. If you want to get to know when we have new videos, please do hit the subscribe button. But so the concept behind India Day, okay. I think it's to celebrate what Indian culture stands for and a place that brings together people who want to celebrate Indian culture, want to celebrate India. That's
So,
maybe it.
how many people were celebrating Indian culture this year in Helsinki?
I think you know the answer to
I do
that.
know, but our audience does not.
Well, I'll let you take this one.
Was it 35,000?
Yeah, yeah, like that's basically what I heard, and that's an insane number, like over 30,000. I definitely did not expect that big of a proportion, though I knew it was going to be a big scale event. I didn't know it was going to be that big of an event. So, wow. That's basically like the same as a concert, right?
Pretty much, pretty
So,
much. And you had promised our dear audience that you would be going live from the event, but what happened was that there was such a big crowd that we simply were not able to find a small empty corner with no background noise that we could actually go live. And to be fair, with us being on the stage, we were also very, very busy running around, making sure performance were entertained and well introduced, speaking to the event sponsors and partners and other people. So we had just our hands full, so we were not able to show you behind the scenes of the event on the day itself, but We will be having some video content about the event coming out soon, and we are also eagerly waiting for the event photos, right?
Yes, totally. So eagerly waiting to see the event photos. Yeah, I think on the day of the event, we had a decision to make, and that was whether we want to go online and share that with you, or do we want to be there? Do we want to be present in the moment and like interact with the people there? And while it was a hard decision for us to make, obviously, we decided that we're going to be present in the moment, talk to the people there, because it can seem a little bit rude if you're like doing your own thing and if you're like busy recording or going live on YouTube, whatever it is. During the middle of an event, and of course people will not really come up to talk to you if you're in the middle of doing something. So then we decided we're going to be present in the moment and then share with you later our thoughts about the event, and that's why we're catching up with you today.
Yes. So how long did it take us to prepare for the event? When did we learn we got selected? Because I know from the time we submitted the application to actually getting accepted into the program, that
Oh,
took a
I
long
think
time
we were in Latvia.
in Latvia. But which
So June, I would say
June?
we were in Latvia when we got the news because we shared it with our parents. Like, oh,
Okay.
we're gonna be hosting India Day.
Yes,
So,
true. I remember. But when did we apply?
Okay, you're asking me too many questions.
Okay.
I'm not a calendar.
I wish you were sometimes.
Oh, great. You want to finish the story?
Okay, so we got accepted in June. Then we learned that the whole event is basically organized by volunteers, and volunteers being in hundreds. So even us being masters of
Not
ceremony,
hundreds, but
100 plus.
many.
100 plus, I think, because there's infrastructure, marketing, culture team,
Yeah.
hosts,
Yeah.
and probably other people that we are
Yeah, I
unaware
would
of.
say 40 to 50. I wouldn't say hundreds. I would say 40 to 50.
Maybe then I'm mixing with the performers.
The
'cause
performers were
are
in the hundreds. Yes, yes. So the
Okay.
performers, there were 300 plus performers this year, and then I think the volunteer team was something like 40 to 50. But yeah, it was a giant effort to pull off something like that, and of course, like the organizing team gets all the credit because they have been doing this for a really long time. And when we were there on Sunday, we asked, like, you know, when did you start preparing? How many months of effort did it take? So yeah, and I think they were saying that takes more than 6 months.
It's a lot of work to get it all up and running, and of
Yeah.
course need the proper permits and licenses probably, and just the
course,
location and
lots of-
everything. So
Yeah.
it's a huge amount of work. So the whole team did such a tremendous job.
Yeah. Help me move there.
We have a question. I have an uncle in Finland. How can he help me move there? Want to take that one?
Well, it depends on how you want to move to Finland, I suppose, and where you're moving from. So if you are moving from within EU, I think it's super simple. If you're moving from outside of EU, things get a little bit more complicated. Then you have to probably apply for a residence permit. Residence permits are then either categorized as work permits, study, family, etc. So I think you'd have to do a little bit more. Yeah, if you're from Africa, then you would likely have to go for a residence permit.
And the person then also needs a reason to come to
Yeah.
Finland. Most of the time, it's either for studies or for work. It is very difficult to just come to Finland outside of EU without having a proper reason to do so, because residence permits application, it takes time and you need to have a very concrete reason for applying. Most internationals come to Finland come first for study reasons, so they first apply for initial education institutions, then they get the study place, and once they do, then they can apply for residence permit. Is that correct?
Yeah, that sounds about right to me. Yeah. Yeah, but good luck though, and I hope you manage to move to Finland someday. Where were we? 'Cause now
India Day.
Yeah, India Day, but
India Day.
where?
Wait, let me think.
Volunteers, huge
Volunteers.
effort. Yeah, so the months leading up to the India Day itself, we were collaborating, and we were like the only event hosts who were from outside of Helsinki. So it was like a lot of planning on WhatsApp, a lot of like Excels.
Online
So
meetings.
hey, it's great to watch you. Oh, thank you. That's a
Oh,
very nice
wonderful. Thank
comment.
you.
Thank you. We really appreciate it. But yeah, we were I'm gonna come to the at the end of the story of why we haven't been to India Day before,
Oh.
but I think what both of us were really scared of is like going to an event for the very first time and then being on stage, and I was like, okay, this is gonna be nerve-wracking, but let's do this.
And it wasn't like just a stage, because we have hosted events both independently and together in the past, but this one was I just saw my mom join the chat. Hi mom. But yeah, just like being on the stage and 30,000 plus people, you just see the big, how do you
Yeah,
say it in English? The big
mass of
the mass of people, the
yeah.
huge crowd, and you just kind of get there with the microphone in your hands and you're
Okay, you're running ahead. So first start with dress rehearsal.
okay. Dress rehearsal was on
Tell them about
Saturday,
that. Yeah.
event was on Sunday. We went there on Saturday, it was at Meripuisto. The weather was horrible because, well, Finnish summer. It was very gray, it was raining, it was cold. It felt like it was actually freezing. It was just 15 degrees, but we were there for a few hours, and just and the other organizers and other performers, everyone was shivering because it was so cold, and you're there just trying to learn more about how the event will look
Yeah,
like and
I
come
can just
together.
add that, well, in Finland, you know, we have the thing that you always have to dress in layers. And then we were like, oh, how do you how do you layer a sari? Like, what do you do? A sari and then a sweater on top and a overcoat on top of that. So Saturday was a pretty unique experience because it was like windy, it was cold, and obviously the whole thing is open air. So like also your nerves are kind of at the worst the day before, if you know what I mean. You're just like, oh, everything that could potentially go wrong is kind of going in your head at that point. And that included like Finnish weather, which is like very typically can go different. And
Yeah, we were concerned if on Sunday the weather is going to be the same as it was on Saturday, nobody will actually show up to the event.
exactly. So, but it was crazy because Sunday was beautiful. It was sunny. It was nice. And I was in a sari and it was totally fine. And like hundreds of other people were in Indian attire as well. And
Including myself. I was wearing, was it kurta?
yeah.
Yeah, I was wearing kurta that I bought on our latest trip to India. That's always special to get to wear Indian clothes. I think also one cool thing about this whole event was that it's called India Day, but it wasn't just for Indians. We saw many other cultures, other nationalities enjoying India Day, also joining the event as performers, and the clothes, the jewelry, just the music, the food. Oh my God, the food. I mean,
Yeah.
it was a beautiful event.
Quick answer to your question. So we live in Turku, and that's actually where we have lived from the very beginning.
Which
So
is the past 7 years. 7 years already in Turku.
can you move over? Because
Yeah.
yeah.
Sure. Oh, we just move this one a bit back and then it's gonna be bigger.
Yeah, so we've been in Turku from the start, and we really, well, Turku has been very lovely to us, but at the same time, a lot of the events are happening in the capital, so we're kind of trying to go back and forth.
Yeah, we like to visit Helsinki every now and then to maybe have a bigger sense of community and just experience a bit more. Something Mega said about Turku on the dress rehearsal day is that we live in this village of Finland called Turku. So
Did I say it in the dress
You
rehearsal,
said
or
in
did I
dress-
say it on the main day?
I think already a dress rehearsal you indicated, so that was quite funny.
But I think I said it on the main
I
stage.
think it was both days.
Oops. Yeah, what else? it was just a really incredible experience. And like being an Indian who is living in Finland, it can be hard to find the sense of community, find a sense of just connection. And of course, we haven't been able to travel very often.
Mm.
Like there's been COVID, it's not so cheap to get on a flight to India.
Mm.
So it was kind of really nice to see that spirit in Finland. And it really goes it aligns so well with a lot of what we talk about on this channel. So like bringing our different cultures,
Mm.
integrating in Finland, and just having a household that reflects different cultures. And
Yeah.
we saw that on the biggest stage so far.
Yeah.
Like he already mentioned, there were people, there weren't just people from India, there were people like Finnish people, there was him, Latvian, probably other nationalities as well being represented. There were a lot of performers
Mm.
who were from nationalities other than Indian, and that's like incredible because they were doing Bollywood, they were doing Bhangra, and they were killing it. They were so good.
I mean, yeah, there were also like many just Finnish participants, Finnish performance practicing Indian dance that I didn't even know was possible in Finland, you know. And where did they even get all the Indian clothes? I heard somebody ordered something from Amazon, Temu, Shein. Somebody tried to get their clothes all the way from India through the connections to kind of get delivered on time.
Yeah, yeah. So
A lot
it
of
was
effort gone into it.
such a big like effort, you know, like a lot of time, heart, and soul went into this. And yeah, we were just so happy to be a part of it, and we met a lot of incredible people.
Mm.
Do tell us in the comments if by any chance you were there as well, because I would expect 35,000 in a country like Finland is a pretty big population. So there's a good chance if you're watching this, maybe you attended India Day as well. And
Mhm.
well, what was really cool was that once we got off stage later, people sent us DMs on Instagram saying, "Hey, you were great. It was lovely seeing you," and that really made our day because
Yeah.
of course from the stage it's a different view from the stage and a different view from the audience.
Yeah,
And
I remember August just kept asking, so how did it go? How did it go? And we don't really know what to say. We feel it went well, but ask the audience. We don't really know how it went.
you're asking the wrong people, ask them. Exactly. So exactly, I couldn't have said it better. Yeah, what else? So I think, yeah, we're running, we've gone through a lot of the discussion already, so I'll just say that it was perfect timing because after India Day, it was my birthday, so we
Hmm.
got to relax completely, and the event was done, and we could finally like be chilled and
Yeah.
peaceful and or try to be.
Yeah, I feel like that there was a sense of relief on the event day itself because we had three slots when we had to get on the stage. Two were in the first part of the day, one was a bit later in the afternoon. So after the third slot, once we were done, then it kind of hit, okay, we're done. We've done our job. Now we get to rest and actually start celebrating Mega's birthday or a few hours
Yeah.
before the official birthday.
Exactly, exactly. So we had a joke between us that, you know, once India Day's over, it doesn't matter what time it is. My birthday celebrations begin at that time itself. But yeah, if you've ever been part of an event, you know how that is. That like once it's done, you feel good, you feel relief that all of your hard work, everything has hopefully gone well, and
Yeah.
then it's your months of work has you've finally completed and it's time to rest.
Yeah.
But yeah, what else? What else? Yeah, I told you I would tell you at the end why we haven't been to India Day before, and the reason is because for the last few years, it has been either like on my birthday or the day after my birthday, or the
Mm-hmm.
timing has just been so around my birthday that we've always had some other plans, and that is why we haven't been able to make it, even though it's almost like everyone in the Indian community is usually there. But
Mm-hmm.
yeah, the timing is
Timing is important, but at the same time, I think I said it felt like we have just found our favorite summer activity because we haven't gone to India that many times. So just being at that event felt like for that one day we were actually in India.
Hey, you didn't tell them. What did you eat there?
What did I eat? Well, first of all, we were advised to pre-order the food because the event has so many participants that there can be very, very long queues. So what Mega did? You pre-ordered, was it dosa?
Yeah,
Yeah,
masala dosa.
masala dosa, yes. And then later we also visited different stalls and bought some food. And that food being you bought samosas with mint chutney, I think.
Yeah,
And there
your
was also
favorite.
red sauce as well. I don't know what was that, but it was also good.
I don't know. It was a sauce.
Yes. And then we also got food at the volunteer stall, but I don't remember what was it. But there was the dessert. How was it? Rasagula? Was it that or
Gulab jamun.
gulab jamun? That one. That was a very good sweet.
You liked gulab jamun.
Yes.
I told my dad that you like gulab jamun, so you better be prepared to eat a lot of it the next time you're in India. So
Definitely.
there's that. Yeah, so that's pretty much an update on our week.
Well, want to tell them about your birthday? What do we do?
Oh, sure. So we wanted to pick the least, we wanted to pick a super hassle-free activity. So we went to Allah's Sea Pool.
For the very first time.
Also for the very first time. So this weekend was full of a lot of firsts,
Firsts.
including going to Allah's Sea Pool. And that was very nice because yeah, we needed, well, or we were hoping that the weather would be good, even though Allah's Sea Pool also has a bunch of saunas and everything. But it was really nice and warm-ish.
One for you,
Kind
cold
of.
for me.
It was warm for Finnish standards, I'm gonna say that.
Yeah.
So that was how we spent the day after India Day. We were just lying in the sun, and yeah, I can't think of a.
And we swam for a bit. This was our first time going swimming this summer. We have been drowning in work and everything else, so it's been busy, but it was nice to actually go swimming at least once this summer.
That's true, it was. And hey, maybe we go again, but I don't know.
It was pouring earlier today, so I'm just expecting thunderstorms in nighttime, so we'll see. But it's finished summer. So
Well, let's see if we have more, if there's more summer left for us, or if it's gonna be autumn, and well, we're just gonna have to accept that. I don't know. Are you team optimistic, or are you team it's gonna be autumn any minute? Let us know. And thank you so much for the comments and questions. It's obviously better to do a live stream when there are some comments or questions. Otherwise, it just feels like you're ranting to the internet, which is
you're not ranting. We're saying what we were up to over the weekend.
Indeed. And yeah, we're super new to this, so we're going in with no expectations other than to form a better connection with you, and for you get to see us in a very unfiltered as it gets. We had zero prep before we came online on what we're gonna talk about. We're like, yep, we're gonna wing this. I mean, if there were 35,000 people on India Day, we're gonna manage with whoever shows up, and yeah, we're gonna manage. Yeah.
Is it time to go to sleep?
You're making us sound like we're ancient. No, we're not going to sleep, but it is time to call it a day. So, thank you for joining our live chat for those who did, and we will see you. I want to say next week, but maybe next week.
Next week, that was the plan. Once a week, live.
Once a week live, but then yeah, I'm gonna really have to figure out what it is that you want to hear from us, what it is that you'd like to know. Otherwise, yeah, well, we'll see what to talk about in a week's time. Hey, I did have something else. Thank you.
Which is?
Stay tuned for a new video on Sunday. I can give you a small hint what it's gonna be
Is it because somebody put ketos? That's why you realize what?
Maybe, but kiitos. And next video is actually gonna be about Finnish language, and
More
it's
specifically, since we just had mega spans visiting us for 6 whole weeks, one funny thing we did was we tried to teach them some Finnish, and we have now put the video together that already had to go out this weekend. But since we were in Helsinki, we weren't able to publish it, but it's gonna come out this weekend.
yes, it's coming out this weekend. I don't know if you've seen there are these videos where celebrities are getting roasted. That's what it feels like. It feels like the non-celebrity roasting session because of how how terrible.
You did great. You lived here for a few years, but your parents were trying to read and pronounce words for the very first time in Finnish, so that was quite funny and
Yeah.
hilarious at times. But yeah,
Oh,
stay tuned for that one. That's a
stay
really funny
tuned for,
video.
yeah, exactly. Stay tuned for Sunday, and we see you next week. Okay. Good night.
Thank you for joining. Bye.